Hello, hello, hello. It's Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago, as usual. Sorry, it took me a minute. I was still rendering. I have a bunch of clips. I have to thank Rocky Lennon, Marion Harmon, I think Alyssa, maybe somebody else. Those are the thank yous for now. I haven't seen all of it. That's why I call it mystery stream. We'll come up with the title as we go. It's been rough. Okay, it's been rough. I had a fun weekend, but it was a rough start to the day. If you don't believe me, try wrangling 4 flamingos out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning for a flight. It's not easy. Just trust me on this.
Welcome to Law Talk with Mike.
It's your full name.
Gerard Dixon.
All right, Mr. Dixon, how you doing today?
So, I'm in court. How you doing?
So you have the right to talk to an attorney before you're arraigned. Did you have a chance to try to speak with them?
I believe so, yes. I believe last guy was an attorney. Or an investigator. Okay. One of the two.
Okay, would have been probably an attorney. All right. All right, you've got 3 cases in front of me. I'm going to tell you what you're charged with. I'm going to advise you of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent, all right? You are being recorded. Anything you say could be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney represent you, but you do not have to. That is a right that you can waive. You have the right to know what you're charged with and the minimum sentence, which I'm getting ready to tell you. You have the right to ask the government, the court, to call witnesses to speak for you at trial. You have right to hear and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until you are proven guilty or unless you are proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, right? And you do have the right to speak at your trial if you wish to do so. And if you do not wish to do so, you have the right not to have that option, choosing the option not to speak, held against you. So you have 3 cases in front of me. In your first case, you are charged with aggravated stalking and domestic violence. This is alleged to have occurred back in July of 2023. Aggravated stalking is a felony for which the maximum possible penalty is up to 5 years in prison. Domestic violence is a misdemeanor for which the maximum possible penalty is up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. In your second file, with an alleged offense in May of 2024, you are also charged with aggravated stalking. Looks like both of these have to do with interactions with your mom. In count 1, there's only 1 count in this file, and that is a 5-year felony with a 5-year maximum penalty. Okay. In your final case, okay, Mr. Dixon, listen, please.
This means I'm after this bar. You trying to cook. No one is stalking her. You didn't give me my 30 days to get out of her house. Do you want to get to her?
Mr. Dixon, remember what I told you. You have a right to remain silent. No one is presuming you guilty at this point.
It's a lot of eyes. That's all I'm saying.
Point.
That's
okay,
right.
it's just
That's right.
quiet, Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon.
I have the right to remain silent. And I did not decide to be silent.
You're going to be muted. You're going to be muted. You may speak when I'm done. I promise to give you a turn to speak if you let me finish. Let me finish, okay? I need to tell you what your charges are. It's my responsibility to do that. I'm legally required to do that. So I'm just telling you what they are. I'm not saying.
Okay, so you have the right to remain silent, and as the judge, she's got the right to mute you if you don't exercise that right. See how this works?
And you're guilty. I have to tell you what they are. So your final case before me is a charge as a PPO violation. All right. So on your PPO violation case, all right, this one, because it's a PPO violation, you're going to have court tomorrow morning. You'll be in front of the judge on that case first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. This one's a remand because you have court first thing tomorrow morning. In your other 2 cases, you're going to have court again on Tuesday. You're going to be seeing a judge on Tuesday.
And who ordered a speedy? This is Speedy. Who ordered a speedy? Did you order a speedy? Why are you speaking for me?
No one's speaking
You
for you.
ordered
You
to
don't have a
speak.
chance to speak. Mr. Dixon, one moment. You're still going to have a chance to speak. In each of these cases, bond is going to be set at $25,000 cash with a no contact
You're not getting that
provision
either.
with
Your
mom
broke ass
and
isn't
no
getting that
contact
either.
with your mother. Please don't make me mute you. I'd like to give you your opportunity to speak if you want to do
Like
so,
I
but you have
said,
to
your
wait till I'm
broke
done.
ass ain't getting that either.
$25,000 cash. You may not have any contact with your mom or the address where she is located. All right.
And
Now,
that's why you're not letting me get my things. You're evicting me illegally, and you're not letting me get my things.
all
She
right.
not put down with the correspondence work.
Would
Listen
you
to
like
me.
to have,
Give me a
would you
chance to
like to
speak.
have
Give me-
Mr. Dixon? Do you want
Give
to
me a
go
chance
get
to
your
speak.
things? Do you want me to have an officer help you go get your things from the house?
Yes, I do. That's what you were supposed
All
to do. That's all I want you to do is help me get my things. Shannon Walker, the judge who reinforced this, never allowed me to get my things. Now, if you want to be thrown in prison
Mr.
for
Dixon.
remanding and reinforcing something that's illegal, I will throw your black ass in federal
Mr. Dixon,
prison.
Mr. Dixon.
June 4th for bond review hearing, 9 a.m. June 10th for probable cause conference, 8:30 a.m. June 17th for preliminary examination at 8:45 a.m. DDC, see you on the female side.
Well, that
Can you
went
hear me
well.
all right, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Okay, well, you're kind of cutting in and
And we're off.
out there, so I hope we can have this hearing today. Mr. Strammel, you were charged with speeding 77 in a... All right, Mr. Strammel, you've disappeared. I can't give you credit for being here if you're not here.
I'm here.
Okay.
Here we go. Is that better? Sorry, I'm on my old phone. It's junk.
Well, that maybe you need to come to the courthouse if you have to come back again. But this is not your first appearance. A plea offer had been submitted back in December of 2023, but you wanted more time and waived your right to counsel. So we came back in March. For some reason, you told me you were waiting to get your driver's license back, that you thought it would help resolve this case. But you hadn't provided any proof to the county attorney.
I emailed them.
We set this over 3 more months to June 3rd, 24, while your bond was continued. What is your plan concerning speeding 77 and 50 and driving while suspended on August 13th of 2023? Are we setting this for trial? Are you pleading guilty, admitting the charges and going to sentencing? Or are you pleading no contest, neither admitting or denying, but still being found guilty? You're waving a driver's license at me. I don't know what that means, sir. What does that mean?
I was indeed waiting to get my license back, and I did take a picture of it along with, I believe, a screenshot of the Kansas driver's license status or on the website that it's valid. And I emailed it to the county attorney of Butler County there. I never received a response. However, if that plays no role in today's
Well,
court hearing,
hold up. I don't know. We'll find out. First of all, what about an attorney? Are you still waiving your right to an attorney? And representing yourself today?
yeah, unless I can get a court-appointed attorney, I can't afford one.
Well, why have you been here for almost a year and now you're talking about, and you've already waived your attorney and now you're just now thinking you might need one? I mean, is that what you're telling me? That you've been coming to court for almost a year, you waived your right to counsel knowingly and voluntarily on record, and something now makes you want to ask for a court-appointed attorney? Is that correct?
Yes, along the stipulations of, like I said, if me now possessing a valid license has no role in today's court hearing, then if it doesn't, I would like to get an attorney. But if it does, I will represent myself. I was just kind of waiting for a response from the county attorney when I sent in my valid license to decide whether I wanted to pursue.
there's no scenario, there's no contingency where you representing yourself is a good idea. None. It doesn't matter whether you got a license or not. She can't give you advice. You need an attorney.
To retaining an attorney or not.
All I can tell you is what I have already told you, that in December 27th, 2023, you and the county attorney, after you'd waived your right to counsel, it looks like, had that you had been given a plea offer, but you wanted more time to consider it. That's now been about 5-6 months ago for you to consider it.
Yes, my top concern here is really that Darren Patterson doesn't have enough to do.
Just a moment. Yeah, that was back when you had waived your counsel and you were wanting to consider the plea offer that was given to you. You've now I have no idea what the terms of that plea agreement were, and I have no idea whether it's still on the table. I have no idea how much time, if any, the county attorney gave you to consider that. So if they gave you 5 or 6 months to consider their offer, and if it had something to do with you getting your license back, then it may have some relevance. But I am not a party. I have never been a party to your plea negotiations. So
I do understand.
Maybe we can ask Mr. Aguirre, is there a plea offer on the table to him, sir?
Your Honor, the state's understanding is that a plea offer was previously communicated to the defendant. My office does appear to be in receipt of some correspondence of some kind. In this particular matter, I am not showing that an amended information has been filed with the court.
So I'm still not sure if there is a plea offer or if...
Your Honor, as previously indicated, the state's understanding is the plea offer was communicated to the defendant. It is also the state's understanding that a specific time frame concerning the same was not discussed during the context of plea negotiations. However, as the court has already rightfully observed, this case does have some quite significant age to it. The ticket does appear to be from at least an occurrence date of August 13th of 2023, and the state is prepared to reach a resolution one way or the other.
Well, okay. So then it comes back, Mr. Stramel, are you still representing yourself? Or you told me you wanted to apply for a court-appointed attorney. Did I hear that correctly?
You did hear that correctly.
I did. All right. So to me, that sounds like you're either not accepting the plea offer or you want to discuss it again. I don't want to give you another 5 to 6 months, though, to talk to the attorney about it. I mean, you could come back here in 5 to 6 more months and say, I want another 5 to 6 months to talk about this plea offer with the attorney. We need to get this resolved, Mr. Stramel. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And I'm not looking, if this goes to trial, I won't be looking at what the status of your license is today, but what it was back when the ticket was issued. Now, the county attorney in a plea agreement, they probably will look at the status. I don't know. All right. You wanted to apply for an attorney. Where do you work?
Kepley Well Service, Kepley.
How long have you been with Kepley?
About 11 months.
How old are you?
20.
You're how old?
28 years old. Sorry, I got doing this.
I can't hear you, sir. How old are you?
28 years old.
28. Married or single?
I'm single.
Any children?
Yes.
How many?
2.
Do they live with you or their mother?
They live with their mother.
And your mother does not live with you, is that right?
Correct.
What do you make per month for Kepley Well Service?
My check every week is about 350. So,
But what is it before your taxes, your gross?
I actually have a pay stub right here. Let me pull it out and look. This one says 275 for that week.
$275,
Oh, this one says-
$275?
Yeah, for a week.
Okay, I'm not tracking you there. You told me you take home $1,200 every week, but you just said your paycheck was $275?
When I did not, I'm sorry, you must have misheard me if I said
Very well
1,200.
could have, because you're breaking up a lot. What? Tell me that again, please.
So you must have misheard me if you heard me say 1,200 a week. I'm looking at.
No, I thought you said 250 a week.
We've moved straight to Three Stooges at this point.
Yeah, and this one says 275. This pay stub does.
Okay. You work for Kepley Well Service. Where are they located?
Chanute, Kansas. CHANUTE.
I know Chanute well, and that's where you live?
Yes.
All right. How much do you get paid per month from Kepley Well Service?
Upwards of maybe $1,000.
Not even 1,000?
Give or take 100 or so. It varies every week because of the weather. If the weather's bad, we aren't working. That decides my paycheck for that week.
Excuse me, sir, do you work on a pulling unit or a drilling rig?
Pulling unit.
Okay, all right. You work on a pulling unit,
Isn't he's pulling your leg?
and they pay you, what was that last pay stub you had?
275.
200
That
and
was
$275 for 1 week.
correct.
And you've worked for them for 11 months,
Correct.
and how often do they pay you over 1,000 a month? Where did he go? Did we lose him, Clark?
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
I can. I think next time you may have to come to the courthouse. Do you have any other sources of income?
No, man.
And how much do you pay each month for your rent or mortgage?
$650.
Is that with utilities or without?
Without.
Ruggiero is so excited by the weakness. He's about to go full Ricada.
I am going to appoint Attorney Darren Patterson. Do you have a pencil to write this down with?
Hey, Darren.
I don't think I do, ma'am.
Were
Another
you here
quality
at the
assignment.
beginning of the docket when I advised everyone to have a pen and paper ready when I called your name?
Yes, however, I was at the shop and my phone was dying and I had to scream
okay.
home.
Okay, all right. Can
I
you,
got two. Sorry, go on.
if you don't have anything to write with, do you have the ability to put anything on your telephone?
like I said, this phone's junk. I'm looking
Okay.
for a pen or pencil right now.
Anything that you can scratch a number down. Tell you
Got a
what,
notepad.
you've got a pen? That's great. Anything that'll write a number.
Pad, a notepad.
Any paper that you can write a note on that you won't lose or,
Well, I got paper. I don't have a pen.
oh, I thought you said you had a pen. Okay.
No, I don't. I don't have
I'm
one,
halfway
ma'am.
there, Judge.
You don't have it. Where are you? You're at home?
Yeah. Yeah, for what home is.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My life's a wreck, and I'm just trying
Okay.
to hold it together.
All right. Well, let's see.
Hey, I found something.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
All
And
right.
it works. We're in luck.
Okay. Good deal. Your life's turned around. Okay. It's Darren, D-A-R-R-E-N.
New York.
Did you get that, Darren? D-A-R-R.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. His name is Darren, D-A-R-R-E-N. Did you get Darren?
Ready when you are. When she's halfway through the name is fantastic. It's so good.
Yes, Patterson. I got that too.
Okay. And his number is 316-322-7700, if you can still hear me.
I'm sorry, I got 32277.
7700.
Perfect. I'm sorry, my boss is trying to call me.
Okay, did you find the number 7700?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You call Mr. Patterson's office as soon as you leave this hearing. And then you
Okay.
tell him what's been going on and how you've gotten your license back and whatever else he wants. And then, Jen, when's his court date?
Okay, so I've got a new plan right now. I've just concocted it on the fly right now. I go and I sit in Darren Patterson's waiting room and interview all the people waiting to talk to him. I'm telling you, and that would be quality material. That would be fantastic.
July 22nd.
That's a Monday, July 22nd, 8 a.m. Did you, Mr. Strammel, did you get that? You have to reappear in person.
I got that. I'm sorry again.
July 22nd at 8 a.m.
And call Mr. Patterson as soon as you leave this hearing. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
And I'm also
Yes, I did.
I'm also ordering that you reappear in person at the Butler County Courthouse that day.
Is there anything I can get you to renegotiate that? Because I don't have a car and I'm just having trouble right now because I have two brand
That's perfect, Katie. It writes itself. It really does.
new phones sitting here, but they're both dead and have water in it. They won't charge. This is my old phone. I'm sorry for all the problems. I really am. I don't have any way to get to Butler County.
Well, talk to Mr. Patterson about it and maybe he can convince me that our connection will be good enough that you won't have to be here. But you and Mr. Patterson work that out. My order is that you be here unless Mr. Patterson convinces me otherwise. Okay? I mean, for instance, Mr. Strammel, maybe there is a library or somewhere you can walk to in your area that will let you use their computer, and that would be fine. But I really don't want to have to go through this communication problem again the next hearing.
I
So,
understand.
sure, so if
I
you,
understand.
okay, well, if you and Mr. Patterson come up with a better plan, I'll certainly be open to it. But you're continued on your bond with added conditions to call Mr. Patterson now and to reappear at the date and time I told you.
Okay, I can do that.
Mr. Aguirre, anything further? Excuse me. Anything further, Mr. Aguirre?
Nothing on this case, Your Honor.
Okay, calling case Charles Nora 211-0938 in the matter of Orlando Ramel Vick Jr. Counsel appearance for the record.
Morning, Your Honor.
Well, this guy's in Michigan, so Darren won't get him, but he is a perfect candidate for the Darren Patterson Law Office.
Christopher Sakely, bond number 23248, excuse me. Representing Mr. Vick for purposes of arraignment only with his permission. Is that correct, Mr. Vick?
Yes.
Okay. All right, counsel, matters before the court on the failed to appear for an arraignment back October 11th of 2023, where your client failed to show up to court at the 48th District Court for some reason. How would you like to proceed?
Judge, he indicates to me that he paid some fines and costs and wasn't aware of this situation, but I'm looking at the bench warrant and it says that they're requesting a $3,000 cash surety, 10% bond, so.
Sir, at the jail, state your full name for the record.
Armando Vick.
Okay. Well, Mr. Vick, the court's just concerned that you have no intentions of showing up to court. I mean, if your counsel doesn't mind, if you want to explain where you've been, that'd be fine with me. Otherwise, I'll just move forward.
Yes, no problem. I had already been arraigned and charged and everything for the harassment. They told me to pay $500 when I left court. I paid $100 or $200 that first day. And I think because maybe I took too long to pay it, I don't know if the judge like put a warrant out for my arrest, but I already had like did arraignment and did, you know, everything that the court was asking me. Then when I got pulled over and they told me I had a warrant, I was surprised. And they told me, hey, you got to pay the $400 left on your bill and you can go home. So I gave them the $400 under the assumption that, you know, that my court order costs were fulfilled, everything was done. Nobody told me I had a court date or anything. So I was surprised.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, the money is one matter, but you were ordered to appear in court on October 11th of 2023. Were you living at the Young Street address back then?
No.
I mean, it is possible that you did. It is possible that you didn't change your address with the court, and it's possible you didn't show up to court maybe because you didn't do that and you didn't get notification.
Have you ever had a failure to appear?
Possible. Idea, but what is your address?
I live out of state right now with family, but no, I didn't get any notification. But as I stated before, I had already been arraigned. I had already been given the court costs to pay. Everything was closed out. So I don't know if the judge put out a warrant because she felt like I didn't pay the $500 fast enough.
No, I'm not sure that was the reason. The reason was just that you didn't show up to court. Now, where exactly?
I've never seen this judge before. He's super nice. He rolls with it the whole time. But this guy keeps trying to sell him that I thought it was all done. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Or if you thought that, you were wrong. It doesn't matter. But the judge is not confused. You have a pending case that is not resolved.
Are you living out of state?
I'm living in Georgia, but I had already went to court, Your Honor. Everything was closed out. Everything was done.
Yeah. Do you have an address in Georgia?
I'm just staying with family. So the one on my driver's license in Kennesaw.
And what is that address?
51. EVIAN.
Okay.
Cross. Crossing.
Okay, and that's where?
In Kennesaw, Georgia.
Okay, what's the zip code? No 10%. The defendant will
So
not assault, beat, molest, or in any way verbally harass, intimidate, or threaten any witnesses in this matter, including Kenneth Allen. He will not have any direct or indirect contact with that party. Personally appear for all court appearances. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court, and immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number. Pick up no new criminal offenses while you're out on bond. Court-appointed counsel has been granted. Do you understand your bond conditions?
I'm still confused as to how I get arraigned again, because like I say, I already been through the whole court
Well,
process.
I'm arraigning you on the warrant because you had a bench warrant out for you. So I'm arraigning you on the bench warrant. I'm setting another bond, and you will be given another court date to show up.
Is anybody else confused how on how he got picked up off a warrant for failure to appear? Is anybody else on the planet watching this, paying attention at all, confused as to what happened here?
Court for a show cause matter to answer the question as why you didn't show up to court on 10/11 of 23, because it says you failed to appear for your arraignment on that date. So you're going to have to show up to court just to, so they can tell you what they need to tell you, and then you can resolve this matter and get back to Georgia. So best of luck to you. You understand your bond conditions, right?
I'm still a little confused. But
No. Okay. Okay. Let me say this to you. I got these two questions going on here. I want to know if you understand what I read to you. Do you understand that first?
But I don't have $300 to post on bond, so I won't be posting the bond because I gave y'all $400 last time I was here. I just don't have money to keep giving you.
I don't need any money, sir. I just want to know if you understand what I read to you, your bond conditions.
I'm not posting bond because I don't have another $400.
I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you if you were posting bond. I asked you, did you understand what I read off to you? I read off a bunch of things to you.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm still confused as how I was arraigned again, and I was already arraigned and charged, so I don't understand.
His analog for I don't understand is I'm still a little confused.
But
you're arraigned on the warrant. Yeah, you're arraigned on the warrant.
What was the warrant for, sir? Was it because I didn't pay the $500 fast enough?
I have no idea. I'm arraigning you because you did not appear in court.
But I was never given a court date, sir. That's what I'm confused about. When I came here, they told me I had to pay the $400.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is what I think what's going to happen when you get over to the 48th District Court, the judge will explain it in more detail to you because it's at that court where you didn't appear, and the judge will explain it to you at that point. So we're all set here. Best of luck to you, sir.
All right, Mr. Cole,
Might have to go with I'm a little confused for the thumbnail on this one.
do you have a copy of your charges?
Yes, I do.
All right. All right, we'll go on the record. The case is entitled State of Kansas versus Jordan Alexander Cole, case number 24 TR 1497. The state appears by Jared Regier. Jordan Cole appears in custody from the Butler County Jail. Mr. Cole, you've got 3 charges, all alleged to have occurred on June 1st, 2024 in Butler County, Kansas.
Yes, sir.
Count 1 is an allegation of driving a vehicle without a tag assigned to the vehicle. That's an unclassified non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and up to a $500 fine. Count 2 is no valid driver's license. That is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. And count 3 is...
This is another painful appearance. But the thing I enjoyed most about it, maybe it's just me, is the way Regier sips coffee as this guy's ship sinks.
The first time allegation of no proof of insurance, that's also a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Those Class Bs carry a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and up to a $1,500 fine. Do you understand your charges?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right. How are you wanting to proceed on your case?
Your Honor, I'm not from around here. I was just coming through to see my aunt in Wichita. I I just got the car a couple weeks ago. I showed the officer the copy of the insurance my ex sent me because she's the one that pays for it. I got pulled over a few weeks ago in Missouri side, and they said that I was valid but expired and that I needed to get it taken care of.
Mr. Cole, I don't want you to say anything right now that may incriminate you before you decide how you want to proceed. Are you wanting to consult with an attorney about the charges and what your options might be?
Your Honor, if I could get just a fine and an OR out of here, that would be great. I'm not like I said, I'm not from around here. My mom's got stage 4 cancer. I'm just trying to get home.
Where are you from?
I'm from Nevada, Missouri.
If I could leave, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, these are pretty serious traffic fines. It's just not a pay a fine and go on your way. These are Class B misdemeanors and an unclassified misdemeanor. Those carry possible jail time and possible probation and those sorts of things. So, and also if you're convicted on these, it will have further ramifications on your driver's license, not from this court, but from, do you have a Missouri driver's license?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. They could have serious ramifications on your driving privileges. So those are some options. You can have an attorney represent you. If you can't afford an attorney, one would be appointed for you. These might be charges that may be able to apply for diversion for. I'm not sure if you qualify or not, but that's another option you might have available to you. So I would set a bond for you. If you wanted to consult with an attorney, your court appearance would be by Zoom, your next court appearance. So those are your options. You can represent yourself. If you want to enter pleas on these, that's totally up to you. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible penalties are and the possible ramifications.
Yes, sir.
So knowing what your options are, how do you wish to proceed?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not from here, so I have no idea what to do. I'm just trying to go home.
Okay. Well.
Oh, he's like E.T.
Do you work?
Yeah, I work. I'm trying to get back so I can go to work.
Where do you work?
I work for Duncan's Recovery out of Joplin.
What kind of work is that?
It's repoing.
How long have you worked there?
Repoing or just plain theft? We're not. I'm not sure yet.
Off and on for the last 9 years.
Okay. Do they pay you by the hour?
Yes, I do.
And how much do you get paid per hour?
I get paid right now I'm getting paid $13 an hour because I just started back.
Do you have any children you support financially?
Yes, I do. I have one daughter. She just turned 5.
Okay. Does she reside with you?
No, she does not.
Okay. Do you pay child support?
Not legally, no, but I do send her mom money out of every paycheck.
All right. I think what I'm going to do, Mr. Cole, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. I'm going to appoint Darren Patterson to represent you. He's an attorney here in town. They'll be able to give you his contact information. Mr. Regier, what would the state's recommendation for bond be?
Your Honor, in this particular matter, $3,000 cash or surety, besides what the defendant has already indicated on the record here today, seemingly concerning his ties to Butler County, the state's understanding is this defendant does have a prior history of at least 6 felonies out of Missouri, including tampering with a motor vehicle, and it would also appear pursuant to paragraph 9 of the affidavit that this is a case involving a seemingly fraudulent insurance document.
All right, Mr. Cole, I'm going to set a $2,000 cash or surety bond.
So 200 gets me out?
Probably around that. with the bondsman? You think you'll be able to make that?
No, I won't. Like I said, I don't have anybody here.
You don't have somebody you could call to get some funds or set up a bond?
No, I've been calling and calling, and I can't get a hold of nobody because they don't recognize the number here. Like I said, I was only passing through to see my aunt. Your Honor, if I miss one payment to my daughter's mom, I lose my daughter. I get to see her now, but I won't.
Okay, well, those are ramifications that you face when you commit violations of the law, allegedly.
I understand that, Your Honor. And like I said, I take care of my mom as well. She's got stage 4 cancer. I'll give up my license, whatever I got to do, just so I can go. Like, I don't have anybody around here to get me out. I don't.
Judge, he's got a good plan where he's going to repo cars on foot.
Okay.
Didn't you say you're visiting somebody in Wichita?
Yes, and she is not.
That was
I
my
haven't
thought.
seen her in 10 years, Your Honor, and this was a wasted trip because she just, I don't know. You know, she's
I didn't realize my aunt didn't have a car that was worth repoing, if you know what I'm saying.
just not my aunt or who I remember. So I was leaving, heading back to Missouri when I got pulled over. So I was trying to leave your state, Your Honor, and that's all I'm trying to do is leave your state.
Okay, well, you can represent yourself if you wish.
What do I do if I can't bond out?
Well, I'm going to set a court date for you. I'll set it on the expedited misdemeanor control docket in front of Judge Lee on June 14th at 1:30 p.m. That's by Zoom.
There's no possible way I can OR out.
I'm not going to give you an OR bond. 2,000, frankly, is a pretty low bond.
And like I said, I can't even get a hold of my people back in Missouri, so I don't know how I'm, you understand? I don't know what to do here. I don't know. I've never been in trouble in Kansas, so like I don't know. I'm screwed, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you are. Judge, I had 5 felonies, but none of them were in Kansas. So I'm a little at a loss here. I don't know the criminal procedure in this state yet. It's my first go around.
Because I can't get a hold of nobody.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can.
Might have to go with I'm screwed for the thumbnail. I don't know. Let me know.
Perhaps if you can get with the bondsman, they may be able to reach out to a family member for you.
Couldn't even do that. He wouldn't do it. Who I called, it was like Rick something. He wouldn't reach out to my family either. So.
Okay. Well, I've laid out your options for you. I've appointed an attorney for you. Again, you can represent yourself if you wish, but I've set you a pretty close court date, June 14th at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
So. All right, Mr. Regier, anything else?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Mr. Cole, do you have any other questions?
Just, no, I don't.
All right, if there's nothing further, we'll be in recess. You're excused.
All right. Well, that's what I got. That's what I got, which isn't bad for a travel day. It's not bad for a travel day. I think the Uber from O'Hare took longer than the than the plane from Traverse City. I really do. That's Chicago traffic for you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. Thank y'all for coming out. I promise I'll return to my high standards tomorrow. I'll see you soon.